out the last Hyrox workout. I've been training for the past couple of months for this first Hyrox event, and I'm excited. Tomorrow, a super nice, chilled out recovery run, and then we're into Hyrox. I'm about to head out on my final run before the Hyrox. It's Tuesday today. Thursday is the Hyrox, so I'm just going to be doing 4 kilometers, really easy. Basically just trying to keep my legs moving, get some blood into them. Hopefully it helps just with recovery and keep the systems ready for a big push on Thursday. I have to say my legs have been feeling a little bit tired. After last week I did a Hyrox sim, which maybe wasn't the best idea. I'm glad I did it though, because it helped me get an understanding of what the Hyrox is going to be like. So we'll see. It's getting dark already, so I've got to get out. It is also pretty rainy, so I'm glad for a nice, easy run. All right, let's head out there. Finished the run. Pretty tough, but quite fun. Running in the dark. Feels like strangely middle of the night kind of vibe, but it's like 6:30, so feeling all right though. Feeling all right. That's the main thing. Oh, Hyrox in a couple days. I'm feeling, I don't know, not as ready as I thought I'd be, but I think I'm still quite cold from the morning from the drive here, so got to probably walk around a bit, warm up a bit, get my mind and body in the right mindset, and then I think I'll be feeling good once I'm warmed up. Once I'm out there, that's when I can just let go of everything and focus on the Hyrox. Had a look at all the stations, feeling good about them. I feel a lot more confident seeing other people do it and struggling in a way. Makes me feel a bit more confident in the fact that I'll struggle as well. I think one I'm a bit worried about is the sled push and pull, because I've only practiced on a nice fresh turf, AstroTurf, and this carpet looks pretty rough, so we'll see. I think either way, I've done what I can. I'll push hard. 120, I'm feeling confident. We're gonna get it. My strategy, which I think is different from what other people are doing, is to just be super consistent and super steady. I feel like I've seen some people on the ski and they come out of it and they look like they're like sweating, they're really tired already. I think it's so easy to get sucked into the adrenaline and excitement in the first kilometer, and just from my experience in running, I know that that's how you can completely lose a race, is by going out too quick and you're just trying to catch up the whole race, and it makes it so much harder, it makes it not as fun. So I'm really gonna stick to my own race and just try and stay as consistent as possible. Coming off every exercise, I want to be able to just run straight away, keep moving. That's, for me, the main goal of today, is to just keep moving. Take breaks, consistent breaks. There's going to be moments where I'm going to have to actively think about that, because you just get wound up into it, and I can imagine on the wall balls at the end already that I'm like, okay, I'll just do 25 for the first rep instead of 15, and then it just comes back to bite me. So we're just going to keep it consistent today. That's my strategy. I'm here to win for myself. That's the main thing. That's the main competition. that was tough. I didn't think that I'd find the running as hard as I did, considering that I'm mostly a runner. Like, I think the sled push was harder than I thought it would be. Even just running into the ski erg, my heart rate was already so much higher than I thought. It was tough. It was tough. I thought I'd be a bit quicker. I'm really happy with the time. Ended up with 1:24:30, I think. So under 1:25. Couldn't have asked for more. Gave it everything, especially at the end. The wall balls were brutal. And it was a little bit higher to throw than I thought it would be. But yeah, my legs are so tired. I can't really bend down. No more squats for me. I'm gonna be back, that's for sure. But whoa, right now I'm just tired. Gave it my all. Can't ask for anything more. So it's been a bit of time since the Hyrox, and I've had a chance to think about the whole experience, to soak it all in. And I have to say, it was a really enjoyable experience. But more than anything, I really enjoyed having something to train for and something that I felt was making me stronger. Showing up consistently for the training, it was really exciting to see the progress that I made. I remember one of the first workouts that I did, I started with the sled push and I didn't really make it any further than there. I tried to do lunges with a 10 kilo weight, cramps within the first length. I went there, I couldn't come back. So, and that was with 10 kilos. And at that point, I couldn't even do a body weight lunge after that as well. I'm really proud of how far I've come. Being able to do lunges with 20 kilos on my back and to be able to do that after having done all the running, all the other stations, and really not having a lot of experience with the exercises. I'd never really done skio before I heard of Hyrox, didn't even know what it was. And same thing with wall balls and burpee broad jumps. These were all brand new things to me. So for me to then go out there to get a time that I'm definitely happy with. Don't get me wrong, still want to beat that 120, and coming back, my target would definitely be closer to 115 or 110. Again, it's good to be ambitious, but also be very proud of how far you've come. I think I was right about the sleds. They were basically on like carpets. So I think one of the key moments for me was when I first had to do the sled pull and I pulled the rope and I was like, oh my God, this is so much harder than the training. At that point, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. I kept my head cool, kept pushing, and I think what surprised me was how hard it was to run after each exercise. In my head, obviously I can run a sub 25K, so in my head I was like, well, 1 kilometer splits, you run a kilometer, you do a station, so I figured I'd be able to get around 4 minutes, but there was no chance. After those stations, your legs are fried, your heart rate is still really high, so it's all about just being consistent. And I think it was my goal going into it, was to be consistent, and I really think I achieved that. I was, by far the slowest in all the exercises and fastest on the running. There's some stats which I'll share on the screen which are quite interesting to see how I compared to everyone else who does Hyrox. And when it comes to the running, which is more my background, I have exceeded, and in the last kilometer, I was in the top 5% for that run. So it was cool to see that the running training does pay off and that I was at least slightly faster than other people when it came to the running. But man, I got a lot of work to do when it came to the exercises. I think I was in the sort of bottom 70% for a lot of it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next challenge. I do have a Hyrox Doubles booked in Manchester in January. So I'm going to keep training for that. But in the meantime, my main focus is going to be a sub 42 10K. It's about time my 10K PB got a beating because it's currently sitting around 46:30. And compared to a sub 25k, that just does not translate. So I'm building up to the Doncaster 10k at the end of November. Really excited to be running again 4 or 5 times a week. I'm going to be incorporating a little bit of different training. I'm going to be continuing, or at least trying to continue, my Hyrox training, incorporating strength training, and I may even be incorporating some swimming in there as well. So it's going to be good. I'm excited for this next challenge, and thank you so much for joining me on this Hyrox journey. Let me know if you've done a Hyrox, what you felt was the hardest station, because for me, it's definitely the lunges, 100%. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.